2003 Tahoe starter install. Well, we've been having issues with what we thought was the battery. The starter's draining the battery. Something's draining the battery. Go to start the vehicle and the starter will not engage. Quick step, starter guide, read me first. Read me first. We'll read it here in a minute. It's a 5.3 starter, of course. CarQuest. See the part number 6494SV. Oh yeah. So we've got. Let me get this. We have to turn the core back in. So once we pull the old one out, we have to turn the core in. I have the same issue with my car, my truck, Green Bean OBS, 8mm or 5/16 should be able to get that one loose. Then 13mm should be able to get this one loose, and this one here should be tight. I'm sorry, tight. So 2 wires essentially. That's your solenoid wire. When you turn the key forward, that engages the starter. Instead, engages the solenoid, which engages the gears. Let me get some light. Hold on. There we go. That engages the solenoid, which engages this gear. And this gear comes out, rotates, turns the flywheel, which in turn starts the engine. In the perfect world, that's what's supposed to happen. We're not getting that right now. This dude here is just click, 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 and it's a brand new battery. We'll go through the steps. First, we unhook the battery, climb underneath there, pull the old starter off, which these bolts here, I've seen them be 15mm, I've seen them be 13mm, and I've seen them be 14mm, and that's a socket size. That's a socket size. So I've seen them have different size bolts. Starter bolts have shanks on them, or they've been knurled, so they get up in there and they stay. So let's go outside and freeze to death. Put the starter on. Starter just seems to be wedged in there just right where you can't get it out on a long tube. I know in a small block Chevy it is. Plus you got a lot bigger starter. This is like a mini starter. If you messed with any of the mini starters on small block Chevys, this is similar to a mini starter, but it is actually a 53604862, and I'm not sure if it worked on others, but I do know it'll work on these 60s. And also, there's a difference in some of these lips right here. One will have, see how both of these, or this tab here, you know, they're both real long. They're both real long. Some starters, opposite side, will be a short one and a long one. I've seen that also. Not sure which vehicle they come off from with that kind of starter, but I have seen it, because that's what's on my OBS right now. I got a short one, and then I got a long one. It takes 2 different size bolts. I don't know how common that is, but that's what we got, man. All right. This is 2003 Tahoe Goldie. Shorty Doo-Wops ride. Shorty Doo-Wops. It's a LT. We've been having start issues big time. No start issues, battery drain issues. So we're gonna go ahead and unhook the negative here. I think it's like 230. on the dash, not a lot. Maybe 189, I'm not sure. And then, being that it's ice cold out here, I'm gonna plug up my heater. My heater, man. Whew. I got to plug this up. It's gonna be a little loud, y'all. It's gonna be a little loud. Yep, right there where I'm gonna be at. Yeah, a little warm. It didn't want to work earlier, I don't know. Thing is, my thermostat's not working either, so it just stays on. So it needs some adjustment. Hold on, let me get this other glove on. 5.3 liter. Drive-by-wire, of course. And all that good stuff. See that nastiness over there. We got ramps. We're gonna go ahead and instead of laying on this concrete, go ahead and lay out this tarp. Let me get this tarp laid down and I'll be right back. Alright, we got the tarp down. Let's look up and determine what size bolts and stuff we're gonna need. Looks like 13. And then that little cover, that little plastic cover is a 10. Might be able to get it out with a 10. We do have an oil leak under here. But other than that, there's no rust. No rust at all. I think it's got a rear main, I'm not sure. Oh, not sure, but I want to say that the rear main's leaking. I'm gonna grab my 13 millimeter, 10 millimeter, and my 8 millimeter and go ahead and get this one down. Alright, we got it down. We don't have it unhooked yet. We do got it down. We got the 2 bolts out. It's gonna be tight. Gotta get that 13 and that 8 undone and then somehow get it back on. More than likely, I'm just go ahead and get a ratchet and do it with a ratchet. Can't get in there with my impact gun, and this heater is working, man. I'm under here cooking, so I'm going to slide it back a little bit. Look at that. I'm going to slide it back a little bit. So I'm cooking. So let me get this other starter on. This one off, another starter on. Make sure we don't have any more issues. Problem we was having was that right there was not engaged. It would sit there and just click, click, click. So I'm not sure how long this starter's been on here. It's not the original. It's awful clean for it to be it's not the original, but yeah. Let me move this heater and then get this other one, get a ratchet, get it back on there. All right, we got them off side by side here. A little side-by-side comparison. Tell they've been on, that one's been on there a little while, and some more leases going on. CarQuest. Hopefully this takes care of our no start situation. We get something that was been running the battery down. Get a new battery, and then like I said, this one here would just sit and click, 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 smack with a hammer, and then she come alive. And laying out here in the snow, smacking this with a hammer ain't no fun. So let me get this one back in, brand new one in, and roll with it, man. Roll with it. We was gonna have Shorty do this, but it's cold out here, and I just want to get it done. It's too cold to be messing with. I need to do the same thing to the OBS. So we might let her do that one. Alright, new starter is in. To get a little bit more slack, you're gonna try to get that. There's a little cover right there, a little clip right there. I don't know if you can see it, I don't know. If you can get that clip undone, it gives you some more slack for that positive cable to drop the starter down further to get to everything. I didn't do it, but it will work, I think. So let's go up top, hit the button, see if we've got, see if this thing is engaged and it'll start. We definitely don't want to hook the battery up and it start turning the solenoids, you know, on its own. That means that we've crossed the positive to the purple, which is the starter wire and starter ignite wire, solenoid wire. If you know, if it's touching in any way, it's going to engage the starter. So that's how you jump the starter, cheat a starter anyway. All right, let's go up top, put the battery back on, see what she does. As you can see, brand new die-hard battery, a little spark there. These new batteries ain't worth a crap like the old ones, but it is what it is at this point. Let's go ahead and tighten it down and see what we got. All right, there's your part number. This is the old one. Go ahead and put this in the back. Let's see how it starts. See if it starts any better. I can't tell you the mileage on it because this dash is, you know, the good old GM dash. But she definitely turns over quicker, faster. Before it was lazier, but the dash don't work, and that's something pretty common with these trucks. So it'll come on ever so often, let us know what it is. And if you're not familiar with certain years, they call the piston slap motors. This is one of them. This is one of them. So, hey, and another thing, get you one of those, man. Get you out of a pinch. That right there has been a lifesaver several times. So what we're gonna do now is go get me some coveralls.